Let's begin our exploration of Python dictionaries. Dictionaries are a fundamental data structure in Python, used to store data in key-value pairs. This means that instead of accessing data by its position like in a list, you access it by a unique key. Dictionaries are one of Python's most powerful and flexible data structures, allowing for efficient data retrieval and manipulation. Now let's explore how to create dictionaries in Python. There are primarily two ways to create a dictionary. The first and most common method is by using curly braces. You define key-value pairs inside the curly braces, where each key is unique and associated with a specific value. Also, you can create an empty dictionary using empty curly braces. The second way is by using the dict constructor. This involves calling the dict function and passing key-value pairs as arguments. You can also create dictionaries from a list of tuples, where each tuple contains a key-value pair. Let's see how to access values in a Python dictionary. The first method is by using square brackets. You can directly access a value by specifying its corresponding key within square brackets. But if the key does not exist in the dictionary, it raises a key error. The second way is by using the get method. This method allows you to safely access a value associated with a key. If the key is not found, it returns none or a default value that you can specify. Now let's discuss how to modify dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries are mutable, meaning you can change their contents after creation. To add a new key-value pair, simply assign a value to a new key using square brackets. To update an existing value, assign a new value to the existing key using square brackets. The existing value will be overwritten with the new value. To remove an item from a dictionary, you can use the pop method or the del keyword. The pop method removes the item associated with the given key and returns the value. The del keyword removes the item associated with the specified key. Here are some common and useful dictionary methods in Python. The keys method returns a view object that displays a list of all the keys in the dictionary. The values method returns a view object that displays a list of all the values in the dictionary. The items method returns a view object that displays a list of key-value pairs, as tuples, in the dictionary. The update method merges key-value pairs from one dictionary into another. If there are common keys, the keys of the dictionary passed as argument will be updated. The clear method removes all items from the dictionary, making it empty. The copy method creates a shallow copy of the dictionary. Changes made to the copy will not affect the original dictionary. The setDefault method returns the value of a key if it exists in the dictionary. If the key does not exist, it inserts the key with a specified value. Let's explore dictionary comprehensions in Python. Dictionary comprehensions offer a concise way to create dictionaries using a single line of code. You can create a new dictionary by specifying key-value pairs based on some logic or existing data. Similar to list comprehensions, dictionary comprehensions can also include conditional statements to filter items based on certain criteria. This allows you to create dictionaries with only the elements that meet specific conditions. Let's dive into nested dictionaries in Python. Nested dictionaries are dictionaries that contain other dictionaries as values. This allows you to create hierarchical data structures, where you can represent complex relationships between data. To access values within nested dictionaries, you can use multiple square brackets or get methods, chaining them together to navigate through the nested structure. Nested dictionaries are useful for representing complex data structures such as JSON-like objects. Here are some common use cases for dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries are highly effective for counting occurrences of items in a list or text. You can iterate through the items and use a dictionary to store the count of each item. Dictionaries are useful for storing application settings and preferences. Each setting can be stored as a key-value pair, allowing for easy retrieval and modification of settings. Let's compare the performance characteristics of dictionaries versus lists in Python. When accessing an element by index or key, both dictionaries and lists offer constant time complexity, denoted as O of 1. This means that the time it takes to access an element does not depend on the size of the data structure. When searching for an element by value, dictionaries provide constant time complexity, O of 1, whereas lists require linear time complexity, O of n. This is because dictionaries use hash tables to store data, allowing for fast lookups based on keys. When inserting or deleting elements, dictionaries offer constant time complexity, whereas lists typically require linear time complexity because of the need to shift elements in memory. Dictionaries excel when you need fast lookups by a key, frequent insertions and deletions, and key-value associations. Here are some best practices to keep in mind when working with dictionaries. Use meaningful keys that clearly describe the values they represent, making your code more readable and maintainable. Prefer using the get method over direct access using square brackets to avoid key error exceptions. Utilize dictionary comprehensions to create dictionaries concisely, improving code readability and reducing verbosity. Remember that dictionary keys must be immutable, such as strings, numbers, or tuples, to ensure proper functioning of the hash table. Consider using defaultdict from the collections module for advanced cases where you need default values for missing keys. In summary, dictionaries store data as key-value pairs, offering constant time complexity for lookups, insertions, and deletions. Dictionaries are mutable, allowing for changes after creation, and are useful for representing real-world relationships between objects. They support various methods like keys, values, and items for iteration, and can be nested to create complex data structures. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.